Frankie. What you doing? Come here. Come on. Come here. You're good. Good morning. It's about 8:30 here. It's been a really hot week, so I thought I would make this month's video in the morning. The light is lovely as well, but it is just really hot. It's been a strange month. I think because of the heat we've kind of started a few projects and they've just taken a long time, or being half abandoned at the moment, because we're only having a few hours that are really comfortable to work in. I'm also doing my garden sort of like the hour before I go to bed, catching the last light, sometimes pulling up weeds in the dark. But yeah, I think it's going to get a bit cooler next week, which will be nice. So it's been sort of in the 32-degree average, I think, but like the real field temperature, I mean today it's going up to 36, so we're going to go swim it in the dam to keep cool. But yeah, I will show you what we've been up to. It's really beautiful here at the moment. You can see all these flowers blooming behind me, so yeah, it's really lovely here at the moment. So I'm just at the bottom of the nugget, which is where our new driveway is. It's still a bit of a work in progress, but it is so much better than our other driveway, which was a bit of a roller coaster ride to get out of each morning. So yeah, we're gonna tidy it all up and make it lovely, but it's functioning well for now. We had to smash up a lot of the rocks here, which is quite hard work, but I'm sure it'll be all worth it in the end. And yeah, we're gonna sort of like rebuild this wall a little bit, because I love these old walls and I felt terrible knocking one down. But yeah, this is the nugget. It's full of beautiful flowers at the moment. We've got this big mullein growing here and some foxgloves, and then the big cork oak should be getting harvested in the next couple of weeks, I think, because we've seen lots of people around doing, there's lots of ants on the floor, doing the harvests, so that's going to be quite exciting to see. I'm intrigued how they do it without damaging the tree, because when I've seen them they've had sort of big axes and stuff. So yeah, that'll be an interesting thing to experience. They've just got these really tall, I don't know what they are, these yellow flowers. They kind of look a bit like sort of a dandelion almost. Oh, it's not going to focus very well, but yeah, they're super tall. And they've all been growing here. Lots of, I think these are a sort of wild cornflower, and then these are asleep at the moment, but some really beautiful purple flowers that I discovered the other day. There's a bug on this one. Good morning. So Iwan's been doing a lot of strimming. Oh look, this one as well. I think this could be St. John's wort, but I'm not 100% sure. Really good focus in here. You can just about see it. Yeah, Iwan's been doing a lot of strimming, as you can see. Unfortunately we have to cut everything back because of the fire risk, because all these grasses just turn to, well, straw, which is a bit of a fire hazard when it gets really, really hot. We've left a little bit wild here for now, just for the bugs. But yeah, we'll have to cut all that back. But I think that we'll start getting some flowers growing low to the ground now we've cut it back. The mystery apple tree, pretty convinced it's an apple now. So yeah, we probably need to cut some of it back, because I imagine if it is coming from the root of this one, it's not doing this one any favours, but they're quite fun. And so I'll take you over to the plateau, although we're thinking we should call it the meadow because it sounds much nicer. This is my chestnut tree that I planted. He seems to be really happy. Probably needs a bucket of water today. The pears are very abundant and very cute. Tiny pears. There's lots of them. Oh, the light is going crazy. Hopefully you can see everything okay. So this is my new tree. My lovely, lovely friend Harriet said that she really wanted to buy us a tree for the land because she's lovely, and so I thought, well, I'll get a hazelnut because I've wanted one for a while, and well, she sent me more money than a tree is worth here. You can get trees for about €7 here. So I have also made a little lovely flower bed for her, which I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, this is the hazelnut tree. I think it's going to be lovely as it grows and offers shade, because we've been needing lots of shade recently. This olive tree is a really nice place to sit, because you've got this dark shade now, and then as the day goes, right underneath it's really shaded. Here's my pride and joy, my veg plot. I've got some, these are the last potatoes I planted, are all in flower now, and then all the others are going over now, so they need digging up and storing. So I need to get some straw to stack them in. Just such beautiful flowers. Who'd have thought potatoes were so beautiful? So yeah, these are potatoes that need harvesting. There's a cabbage getting eaten by something else. The lemon tree, we've had a few blossoms which smell incredible, and there's a few more to come. So we should have at least a couple of lemons. My very badly made pea support has collapsed. There you can hear Iwan drilling in the background. I'll show you what he's up to in a bit. Yeah, I need to do a better job next year. I just used some scraps of wood from when we were doing the door, and they're obviously not quite strong enough. But we have had so many peas, so we've been eating them like this. They're sort of like the mange tout, we eat all of it. But also they have been, let me get one. Getting really big like this, so we've been podding them, and I mean, I don't think there's anything quite as delicious as a fresh pea, so even though they have collapsed, we've still been enjoying them. I've pulled up some onions to dry because they are getting too big. There's still a few in the ground, and just some cosmos flowers at the end, because I'm a bit obsessed. All my mizuna's gone to flower. These will probably be getting pulled up for something else to go in, but I'm leaving them for now because all these little bugs are sleeping in them. It's so funny. In the evening they're just full of them, so I'm guessing the wildlife quite like them. And I'll take some seed, but I don't need that many. My leeks here, more mizuna, some spinach and lettuce. Then I've got some beans growing here, and then I need to put some supports in. Oh, and my carrot swirl is growing nicely here. I'm hoping the light's going to be okay. But yeah, it's not focusing very well, is it? Some blueberries, more potatoes that need to come up, more lovely cosmos. These are just, this one's going to have so many flowers on. See all the buds on it, and it's such a beautiful colour. And then these softer ones. And then I've got some courgette plants here. going a bit crazy. There's multiple flowers. Sorry. So we've had a couple of really small courgettes off this one because I do like them when they're small. Oh, I've pulled this flower off. But because I think that you get such a glut of courgettes as well that it's quite good to eat them when they're small. A few more beans here and some very small sweet corns. I'm trying the Three Sisters where you plant the corn and the beans and the squash all together, but I don't know if I'm doing a very good job of it. Some more onions, some more beans, some more potatoes, and then I've got calendula growing between the potatoes. Wow, it's really not focusing. Sorry. So I'll just show you the flower bed of Harriet Lowther. It does actually really need some weeding, so please forgive me, Harriet, I've started. So I bought another little hawthorn tree because I just love them. I love their flowers, they're so beautiful. And then I just did a lovely little flower bed. They're all still waking up. Some lemon balm here. I think this isn't the best time of day to show the garden, but how cool are these little flowers? Really sweets. So yeah, I'm hoping to carry on extending the flower bed along here. I've got lots of seedlings. I need to spend an evening weeding. And then this is my other original flower bed. That's yeah, it's going quite wild now. This has just come up though. I've not planted it. I don't know what it is, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Well, I don't think it's something I planted. I did put a load of bulbs in here. Could be that. But the pansies, some sunflowers getting really big now. A forest of cosmos. And some more calendula and lots of flowers. It should be really beautiful soon. This is the old driveway, which we're in the process of deconstructing, trying to save these plastic sheets we use to hold the stones. Some of them are breaking, but yeah, we're taking the stones over to the new driveway, and we kind of want to let this rewild, maybe build the wall up a bit and put a little gate in, because we still walk here to go for our dog walk. But yeah, it's just a bit of a mess. We'll get there. That's kind of the reality of living amidst a project like this, is it's often utter chaos. The well is starting to drop the water level now. This one was staying very full, but you can see from the ledge. So I normally scoop up the water for the vegetable garden, but I can hardly reach now, so I'm going to have to get the water pump down here to do the garden. And we've got our top well booked in for a clean in September. That's when the water's the lowest, so that's quite exciting because that will be the water we use eventually in the house. And then this was my original veg plot that got completely abandoned, so I've been giving it some love. So it's all my strawberries. I'm just making this into a fruit patch really. Planted a watermelon, which I'm very excited about. They need a lot of space, so I've just planted some flowers around it. There's more strawberries and another abandoned collapsing pea land. So here's the house from here. Iwan's there busy working. We're building shading on the cabin because, have I mentioned, it's been very hot. I don't think I showed you this last time. This is Iwan's climbing wall, which is also creating lots of lovely shade. But yeah, how cool is it? I haven't really been on it, but He goes on it most days. And these wooden ones he's made from our trees. Little hammock. Don't think much has changed up here. I've planted up around the bathroom. I think the wisteria got a bit dry, so I've been giving that lots of water. A very tall sunflower. Oh yeah, we've got an ICB, I think I'm saying right, ICB tank. I called it a USB for ages. But yeah, we've got a water tank now which collects rainwater from the cabin, but we have also just filled it from the well because there's been no rain. But it was quite amusing getting that in and out of the van. We went to Agrilogia, which is one of the sort of gardening agricultural shops here, and said we wanted to buy it, and they brought it outside and helped us sort of shove it in the van. I think they thought we were mad, we probably are. And then we had to try and get it out as well, which was quite funny. So this is what Iwan's currently working on, if you can see in the light. We're just putting up some poles, and then we're going to pop a shade cloth over it as a place to sit, but also to try and shade the cabin a bit more, because in the afternoon it's boiling in there. Frankie's come over to help. She's got quite bad hay fever. I shouldn't laugh, but it's so funny when she sneezes. But yeah, bless her. She's probably going to go dig a hole. Right, I'll go show you the cabin, because even though we haven't done anything new, we did go to IKEA. So we now have a bed, and it's really starting to feel like a proper room, and we've got a wardrobe. So yeah, it feels really nice in here now. And then this month's job is we're going to finally finish the walls, insulate them, and hopefully that will also keep it cooler, because even though it's not too bad at night now, I think it's like maybe like 15 max, it's gonna get really hot in there to sleep. So yeah, we definitely want to insulate it. Well, here is my very unhappy looking garlic bed, because Frankie and the cat both love to just sleep on my garlic. Talk of the devil. There she is, climbing olive trees. But yeah, we'll see. I think I've got to wait till August to harvest them, but I've planted a few tomatoes in. The tomato jungle is looking very happy. I've been staking them and trying to pinch out some of the shooters. Hello, it's like a plum shaped one. They're all different ones. We've just gone a bit crazy and planted a load of different ones, and I don't know which ones are which, so that's the different. It's almost like a beefsteak. That one's. Ooh. Yeah, that's the tomatoes coming up, and these flowers are really beautiful, but they're still asleep. But yeah, they're like big crazy suns. And then these are cherry tommies. Cannot wait to eat you. And then my other flower bed over here is full of beautiful cosmos. I think I'm just gonna, I've got loads of seedlings. Some here, this is Mexican sunflowers. I'm just gonna plant it up, and then I think I'm just gonna leave it to take care of itself, because I have too many gardens to look after now. So I might move the camellias and then just let this be as wild as it wants to be, and anything I've planted can compete with the weeds and see who wins. But yeah, I've got lots of little bits growing in here, and I'll plant it up some more, and then I'm not going to weed it because I ain't got time. There's a little orange tree, and another one here, or some of them are clementines or tangerines. Iwan knows what they all are. Just a lot of mess. The hay barn's the same. I'll take you in the cabin, but don't judge me because I've not done the washing up from last night, so it is very messy in here. But another IKEA purchase. We got a sofa. So nice to not be sat on camping chairs. I can just sit here and be annoyed by Albi, who is very demanding of attention, and likes to just cause trouble. We've got quite a few lizards that like to climb up the walls, and she likes to try and find them and knock everything off the shelves. Gosh, it looks really horrible on the camera. We really need to paint. But yeah, we've just had a bit of a move around in here. Ignore the mess. So it kind of works a bit better. Oh, and we've got a gas fridge cool box. It's not super cold, but it definitely keeps things sort of more on 10 degrees. So really chuffed with that. We found that one on Facebook. Oh, and here's my favourite piece of artwork. My lovely, lovely, lovely niece Olive sent it to me with a box full of sweets. So thank you, Olive. I miss you lots, and I would save some of the sweets for you, but I've already eaten them all. But yeah, that was a lovely treat. So we've got the trees still here, my basil pot. We've got the old cool box out because we've bought this. Well, another thing we found on Facebook was this little, so I've got really muddy fingers from reading, this little solar panel which has a little inverter to a USB so we can charge our phones, and it does have 12 volts, so we're going to try the cool box. So the frog's going. Another little herby flowery bed. Albi, what are you doing? The cricket population here has massively declined since Albi moved in, and she likes to eat them. And she did have a snake the other day, just running around. You got grass seeds in you. Running around with a snake in her mouth. It wasn't too big, but still probably not wise. We've started trying to fix the reservoir with this, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a black putty. Iwan's been doing it, and it definitely is now holding water better, but it's still leaking. I think there's another crack just here we need to do, and we'll see, because yeah, having some water to sit in is going to be a saviour in the summer. The roses stopped blooming, unfortunately, but we do have a couple of other roses we've planted, so they're just coming into flower now. Got a load of cork oaks in pots, some vines, some lemon balm. Oh, and my peppers, they're going to be going in the ground soon, and there's a couple of chilies here that look like they need some water. Everything needs water at the moment. So here's the well, still plenty in it, but it's definitely dropping each month. So yeah, it should drop really low come September, and then we'll be able to get it cleaned, and then I think eventually we will cover it. Oh, that's Frankie back. And this is our little shade corner, hide in the afternoon there. My little seedlings. I think this one's a peach tree, and then look at these passion fruits. Try not to touch them too much because one fell off, but yes, very exciting. And then this little dream is a gift from Shan, Iwan's mum, sent us in the post. It's a little pizza oven, and it's just incredible. You just use wood pellets in the back, and it heats up in 15 minutes, and then it gets to like 500 degrees or something ridiculous, and yeah, just makes the best pizzas, like proper wood oven pizzas. They're so good. we've eaten a lot of pizza. It's one of the things I really missed with not having an oven. So thank you, Sian. You have made our weeks a lot better. And then this is the last of our flower patches. This is more one Iwan's put together, because he's put his trees in here, and I think they're called petunias, but we had these in our old house in Wales. They're called Starry Night petunias, I think, and they're just stunning. I think they're his favourite, so he's been planting up loads of those. Some more cosmos. We've been having a little show of poppies here, which has been amazing. Absolutely stunning, and then they sort of only last a day or two, but then a new one pops up, so they've been gorgeous. Here's another one. These ones are so beautiful with their sort of creased petals. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but stunning. There's the other rose, and then we've got a white rose here. And hello, peachy. That's exciting. And I think there's 3 in that one. So yeah, that's the end of, what month is it? May. Feels like we've not done lots, but I think we have been working quite hard. The IKEA trip was probably the hardest thing. Definitely was. Iwan hates IKEA. But you know, we got our bed out of it. But yeah, next month we will be insulating the cabin, and then I think we will finally be moving on to sorting the roof out on here, because we really need to replace the roof, and it's like 55 degrees in the day with the sun on it. So yeah, we need to sort that out. But yeah, that's our beautiful little plot.